Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. Bear with me, I was around some secondhand smoke the other night. I'm not breathing or talking that well. That said, this is some cool, important stuff I want to get done, so I will do the best I can. That said, I have just unboxed basically my launch day highlight, which was finding Wave 2 singles. Not Yeah, Wave 2 singles, which by that I'm basically referring to characters that were to come out Tuesday. And it was not what most people found, which was a Trap Masters. This was actually the Full Blast Jetpack, Sure Shot Shroom, or I guess Hog Wild Frino, uh, Fizzy Frenzy Pop Frizz, and then of course the two main draws that I just unboxed were Tread Head and Fist Bump. I've actually, while I rendered their unboxings and uploaded one of them, I actually went in and played with them in the game, recorded their introductions. They're actually my first two introductions, ironically. And both characters are awesome. I'm not just saying that because most people don't have them. They're both genuinely awesome. I'm gonna have an absolute blast with this, and I need to rush back and see if I can find a second of each because they're definitely somebody I want for both paths. That said, Chase McCain is hidden. I'm going to be moving him around again. He's been in everything, but sometimes I let him in the same spot. But nonetheless, if you see him, be sure to post up. One of the characters that I saw on the poster, neither one of those guys on the poster really made me think they're going to be awesome. I was kind of worried about them and just hoped that they'd have good upgrades or be memorable. Seeing them in the package and then unboxing them, I had good feelings. Putting them on the portal and seeing them in the game, both characters fantastic. Hopefully that's the case here because this is going to be primarily about Blades. And he actually is someone that I think looked freaking awesome on the poster. I've been excited about this guy for a long time. And then actually in the live stream I did the other night, the first couple of chapters of the game, 3 hours worth of stuff, random things I did in the stream. Found the soul gem for Blades, and it looks awesome. So awesome and awesome should equate to more awesome. So this would be regular Blades right here. He is available kind of three ways right now. You can get standard Blades in this triple pack, then you can get this same Blades figure in the standard adventure pack. My thoughts were, I'm still kind of trying to deduce my strategy at this point in time, and so what I did is I'm a big fan of the legendary figures, and the way they've done it, this is the adventure pack with Blades. As you can see here, this is the Nightmare Express adventure pack basically. It's your tried and true adventure pack format. You've got the unique character, although now they don't do that so much, like originally SSA, that was kind of like your main way to get the characters. Now, even at launch, you can get him in a triple pack. So I think they're thinking he must be pretty cool to have done that. But legendary Blades, and then you would just have, actually, this would be Blades in the standard pack, and then standard everything. This is the legendary adventure pack. It's not just Blades Legends that is legendary status. It's this whole thing. And as you can see, you've got legendary Blades. And then you've got the Nightmare Express piece. You've got the Piggy Bank, and you've got the Hand of Fate. These are all kind of got the legendary color scheme going for them. I think that the Nightmare Express looks different. I actually don't have the regular one to compare it to, so that said, what we want to showcase here, exclusive legendary series, obviously at Toys R Us. As you can see, once again, that is printed, not a sticker, no trickery. This looks like it's going to be one of those easy things to unbox because it's already opening itself. A welcome change of pace from the Trap Masters that make you look like an idiot when you try to unbox them. As you can see here, if you happen to be new to the Skylander series, new world, new adventure. So essentially two magic items, your location piece, and then Blades. Hopefully this is an awesome level. It sounds awesome, it looks awesome, and hopefully it will be an actual adventure pack level in future games. Tower of Time was my favorite level from Swap Force. Totally bummed out that it's not functional in Trap Team. Similarly, I thought maybe since it was Toys for Bob, they'd just kind of leave the original 4 APs. Didn't do that. I don't mind them being a magic item, but I would honestly prefer the level. I don't care if it's got old graphics or isn't updated. those are some of my favorite levels. In addition to being some of my favorite characters, the adventure packs are some of my favorite levels to date in the game. So hopefully this one follows suit. We've kind of got 4 coming around this time. That kind of looks like a know-it-all island themed background. But what we're going to do now is take you around to the backside. As you can see here, you take the adventure pack piece, the Nightmare Express, put it on the portal, and then whenever you do that, it's going to unlock a new chapter in the game. I'll probably have to test that out for you to see exactly how they do it in Trap Team. That said, here's our inset box art of Legendary Blades. That's the figure pose. That's the screenshot. There's your inset box art. You got the piggy bank. The Hand of Fate is your 2 magic items. Gonna save the best part for you. Air element feature characters, Blades, of course, in standard trim. Gusto, the Trap Master, Full Blast Jetvac, landed him tonight, which was awesome. Earlier today, I should say. Breeze. And then we've got Blaster Mind, Cobra Kadabra, Fizzy Frenzy, Pop Fizz, and Spry. Sadly, as mentioned, since this is brand new, it's not going to be functional in the previous games, Trap Team only. And now, for those of you that have been living under a rock, we will reveal the other standard adventure pack. As you can see, also available Mirror of Mystery adventure pack. That location piece looks awesome. It's like a good Eon and a bad Eon. It's like a little two-faced deal. Mirror of Mystery. Deja Vu is the feature character there. Again, she will be available in standard form as well. I think single and triple coming up pretty soon. And then, of course, there's the legendary Deja Vu, so keep that in mind. You've got the Tiki Speaky, which I'm hoping that's something really cool. I love the K-Troll stuff they've done in this game. And then the Rocket Ram, which I don't know what it is, but it looks like it'll be a lot of fun. Retail price on this, $25.99 at Toys R Us. That said, here on launch week, launch day, actually, they had the buy one, get one 40%, which is awesome. Saves you money. If you want to get this in the standard AP, you can go that route. If you want to put it together with a triple pack like I did, you can go that route. You can get the other triple pack with Chopper and Funny Bone. Whatever you decide to do, there's all kinds of options. But it is best to bundle it with something else so you can cash in on the savings. Toys R Us does those sales all the time, so that kind of offsets their price being slightly higher. Now, as mentioned, it looks like this will be really easy to get into. And it is. It's actually kind of tearing funky. Let's see if we can just come in and free it this way. Not the cleanest cut, but I mean, it'll work for us. So this is familiar. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm like right at the thumb slot. I don't know if you can pick on it, but there's like a little depression there, so it works really well. So here's the blister pack. If you're inclined to keep that, it's very easy to get apart. This is taped. If you want to keep these labels, reseal this, use them for labeling storage boxes or whatever you do, cut the tape first, otherwise you run the risk of bending them. I'm not concerned about that. I'm just going to break this down. It's a funny thing. We've got kind of the swap force effect. One magic item here, the other at the bottom end. So let's see if we can get Mr. Piggybank out. This is actually, the Hand of Fate looks awesome. This actually doesn't look bad. Good grief. Okay, that should remain secure at all times. Now, the reason I'm so interested in this is not because it's legendary, it's not because it's gold. That's actually a slot. I mean, that's not just like a painted line, that's literally a slot. So that's kind of cool. But I am hoping this thing is like a cash cow. I know it's a pig, but I hope it's a cash cow. Kind of like the Sky Diamond trick in Swap Force. I'm looking for something that will help us get some serious cash. Coming down here, let's see if we can free these guys. Hand of Fate, I have no idea what it's going to do. I'm kind of hoping it like pops up from the ground and just like slows enemies down and damages them or something. We will set it down. The Nightmare Express. That's a really different base. Usually they have like a kind of a rounded base. Now this one's like a square rectangle. Let me see. Activision logo and your kind of like safety information is what's on there. So we'll set that down. And now we need to get Legendary Blades out. I like to get him by the base. Now he came out very easily. Hopefully a sign of things to come. Now, before we take a detailed look at everything, let's actually bust out these stat cards and sticker sheets. We'll throw that down. We don't need it anymore. Alright. We'll save that one. The sticker sheets. We've got legendary blades. We've got his name. Note that it's special. QR code below that with the web code for your iOS, Android, online stuff. We've got the piggy bank. That looks to be their magic item logo. Let me take a look. No, that's actually the Nightmare Express. It's hard to see through the camera when you're filming. There's the Hand of Fate. Note that this is the standard coloring. I think, isn't it? I've still got that can line out. I think it's different. Standard, I mean different than this one. But it is, the label itself does denote that it's a legendary Hand of Fate. So I guess that's our answer. The piggy bank, I guess, would be gold. And then the actual Hand of Fate is painted gold, special for this one because it's the legendary Hand of Fate. And then we've got the Nightmare Express, which again I guess will look exactly the same based on the sticker sheet. Should have paid more attention to it. It was kind of a stressful time. I was in a hurry, didn't want to miss the kickoff of a football game. And there was some people there that kind of like slowed me down big time. So, cards. Nightmare Express. Piggy bank. And again, the legendary Hand of Fate. I wish it was the legendary piggy bank and it would just give us legendary cash, and I'd buy 2 of those actually. But again, so that's what it looks to be, I guess, based on this. And again, I kind of regret not picking that up, but my thoughts were it'd be the same thing, and I could get blades in a different format and then have an extra torch, was what I was thinking. Nightmare Express, piggy bank should be standard across both, and then what's different in this one, blades is in legendary form, and then the Hand of Fate is kind of painted over and given a legendary color scheme. So legendary, standard, you know, that's like our little dividing line right there. So that's at least how I'm reading into it. Again, the other legendary thing in this pack is blades. Let's take a look at his stats, see how they stack up. Power 60 of 250, that seems kind of low. Armor 160 of 250, which is great. Agility 130 of 250. Luck 70 of 250. Add all that up and we have got 200, 360, 420. That is a legendary stat card. He is far above the others. What's going to be interesting, and one of the big reasons I bought that triple pack, was to acquire blades and to see if the legendaries once again have the better stats in the game. I know that the card's probably going to denote it, but in the game is what I care about. These cards don't mean as much to me as actual in-game stats. So that said, let's take a look. This is the location piece, as it's known. It's basically what you place on the portal and it unlocks a level. Subsequent uses should result in a magic effect, you know, kind of like the previous adventure packs, you know, shoot missiles down from the sky, etc. I'll actually test that out for us coming up here tonight, but it's blacked out, it looks sinister, it looks evil, and it's almost like there's a fire brewing down there, the coal is boiling. You've kind of got the just like full steam ahead, one-eyed engine, it looks like, kind of a bat wing effect. It looks very, very sinister, very, very menacing. The jaw isn't articulated, but I can manipulate it for camera effects, so that's kind of cool. Very well done piece, and then I guess the base is actually kind of, yeah, it is. When I got to this side, I can tell. It's almost giving what they intend it to look like is actually rails. That is going above and beyond the Call of Duty. Coming in here from this side, you can actually tell, if I had a brighter light, you could tell real easy, but the wheels are on the rails. They could have just embedded it on the base like they do with Skylanders, and that's actually a very nice detail. I appreciate it because it's probably going to be overlooked so much, and it's those little things that I truly do appreciate. So, and also of note, like I mentioned earlier, it's like a square, not square, but it's a flat rectangular base, which that's pretty cool. Setting that down, I feel like we've covered it. This is actually pretty heavy. I'm hoping because there's tons of money in it for us to get so we can upgrade our Skylanders. That's a good one, though, when I mispronounce something. Upblade our Skylanders. That's fitting in this case. But apparently this is not bacon. And I guess this is the exact same in both APs. It's traditional. It's got your red base. It's rounded. It kind of matches the texture of the block. And then, of course, you've got the pig in gold. It's a golden piggy bank. There are actually one, two, three coins underneath it. One there, and one there. It's kind of hard to get the angle so you can appreciate it, but where you see those little rounded tabs, that's actually coins underneath the piggy bank. So maybe this guy comes on the screen and drops coins. I don't know, but if money's involved, I'm excited because I need cash to upgrade these new characters. We'll set that down now. Now the Hand of Fate. This will be our detailed look there. I don't know what it does. There is the trap that's similar. Sadly, I didn't get any because there weren't any. It in the skull is what I was most drawn to, and sadly, I was unable to get it. They had it in the tech, and then this like kid and his dad were in there for like 30 minutes, and they just like rated, I guess, everything else that was left, and I guess they have the same taste as me, so that was a bummer. I don't know if this thing shakes your hand or grabs your pinky or what it does. I'm hoping that in the game, you know, it just like pops up near enemies and kind of grabs them, slows them down, damages them. That's all speculation. We're going to figure out exactly what it does pretty soon. But it looks really cool. That's almost like a banded collar, like some gothic effect. It's blacked out. Again, I think this would look like bone, kind of like you saw in Funny Bone, Ghost Roaster. The one I have closest to us here right now would be Fright Rider. I think in the standard Nightmare Express, it would match basically what you see on Fright, the ostrich there. And then the legendary Hand of Fate just has like the gold overspray. Then, of course, we have legendary blades. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the color scheme. Sometimes it looks great, and sometimes it doesn't look so great. This actually doesn't look bad, but the problem is standard blades looks freaking awesome, and that to me is way superior to this. That said, this isn't bad, and I picked this up because I like the legendaries, and if he has a stat boost in the game, I will be absolutely ecstatic. That to me is how it should be. Your darks, your legendaries, your nitros, anything special. In that regard, it needs to have the stats in the game to differentiate it. I'm kind of going downhill fast here. I've got the peppermint in my mouth and it's not helping. But looks very nicely. He's got air element, obviously. If you did not know, he's a new lander. Right there, you've got the typical cloud. It doesn't seem to have as many swirls as it did in the past. Someone, let's grab Ornado. I mean, that's a totally different base on him, but I mean, it's way more detailed, kind of shows it swirling. Jetvac's a bit wider, and by Jetvac, I mean the original Jetvac from the Giant Starter Pack. I guess that's fairly close. I mean, I think this cloud is a little darker, but nonetheless, I mean, it looks like he's on a cloud, and it doesn't really have to have detail. On the standard blades, this is silver, which looks freaking cool. This is almost like that translucent black look of Crypt Kings. It's not translucent, but it's got that really kind of like flat gloss. I don't know that that makes sense to people, but that's really what it's like a flat look, but then in the light it's got a gloss to it. Facial features are great. He's got the gold there and on the wing. Then of course where it's really nice is on the tail there. I was making sure that wasn't the air element logo right there. It is not. It is just like a little medallion. Maybe that's where he'll wear some of his special in-game trinkets or something. But wing structure is nice and detailed. The body, it's detailed very nicely, just like Spyro. It's kind of got like the rough spots for the skin here on the backside. The wings, very nice. They're similar to what we've seen with Cinder, Spyro, some of the characters that can fly over the years. Kind of have more of that vein than feather look. The veins, again, are kind of indicative of the characters that fly, and then like Sunburn here with the feathers is like your option B in terms of how they do them. The dragons, they tend to kind of have it like actual cartilage type stuff. Again, I'm not very good with that terminology, but that's the way I'm calling it. So, again, personally, I prefer the look of standard blades. We'll go over him in great detail, but I hope that Legendary Blades has that stat boost. Other gold coloration actually makes a lot of sense placement-wise. It's down here, little cuffs on his legs or paws, I guess, right before you get to the claws. So That's it. This is it. This is the Legendary Adventure Pack. It's the Legendary version of the Nightmare Express. It's only available at Toys R Us. Price is $25.99. If you catch it now during this initial week and launch day, you can buy one, get one 40% on anything of equal or lesser value. My advice is get something of equal value, maximize your savings, i.e. the standard adventure pack, a triple pack, something along those lines. It was very well stocked. I don't anticipate it being a problem, at least not until, say, the Christmas holiday season shoppers start, which are crazy people, and I'd advise that you get this stuff now so you don't have to deal with it. That's just personal preference there. But Legendary Blades, he's of course your new lander, the main draw, and it's interesting because ordinarily he would just be a single pack, and you would have him, or they would have put him together with Deja Vu and a double pack for Legendaries. This time around they've done it differently. You get the Legendary Blades with the Adventure Pack, which they've kind of made legendary by the inclusions of Legendary Blades and the Legendary Hand of Fate. So what you see there, Legendary Hand of Fate, Standard Piggy Bank, Nightmare Express, that's actually what unlocks the additional content in the game, and then Legendary Blades. So hopefully that helps you out. I will actually cover Blades bio, I guess, whenever we do the standard triple pack. I'll also do it in the introduction. That'll kind of make up for it. But very excited to get this. I can't wait to see what the level looks like, what the item does after I've activated the level, what the Hand of Fate does, and most importantly, I want to know how much cash we can get out of that and how it functions. And I hope that there's some money trick we can do in the Skylander Academy, and then I will quickly be able to upgrade both Blades and his legendary counterpart. That said, thanks so much for watching. Questions or comments, feel free to ask here. Better source would be oneofwisdom.com. Hit me up on Twitter, or simply join the Skylander Club. You can do that. I've got a link down below to the Skylander Club Forum. If you take your Skylanders gameplay collecting serious, you're a big-time fan of the series, check out the forum. I think you'll like what we're doing. If so, feel free to sign up. We would absolutely love to have you. Once again, you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+. If you have not subscribed, do that. Tons more cool Skylanders Trap Team content coming your way. Get ready for that. And that's about it. $25.99 at Toys R Us. Well stocked initially. That's basically what you need to know. I would highly recommend it. Then again, I am a big fan of the legendary figures. So stay tuned for more. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will catch you back here for our next Skylanders Trap Team unboxing.